Okay, boys and girls, so now we're going to go through each one and try to solve for y. See if the same answers we get here with this equation are the same that we have graphed in the t-chart or in the bar, in the line graph, guys. So let's see, it says here the equation is 2 minus x. Okay, so first we're gonna start with week 1. So it's going to be y minus 1. So let's plot it here. Check in our calculator, see if it works. 2 minus 1. And that equals 1. Is this the same thing we have over here? Is this what they're telling us? That in week 1 he lost 1 pound? No, boys, you're correct. So that's why the answer here is no. Now again, we're going to do the next one. 2 minus 2. So let's do 2 minus 2. And it is 0. Does the y match the input-output table? Does that match the top? Does it say that in week 2 he was going to lose 0 pounds? No, boys, you're correct. So then here it is no. Now the next one says 2 minus 3. So then we use our calculator. 2 minus 3 equals negative 1. Did he lose 1 pound in week 3? No, he lost 6. So does the y match the input-output table? And here again it is no. So then they're telling us, they're telling us is negative y equals 2 minus x the correct equation? Is this the equation to find out what we just plotted? No, correct, because none of the answers were right. They did not match what we had in our graph right here, or in the input and output table right here. So that cannot be our equation, guys. Now we have a different equation. Here the equation is negative y equals negative 2x. So here we're going to do the same thing. So let's add a 1. And then 2 and 3. And now we're going to solve for y, see if it's the same as we did over here. So here it's negative 2x. And our x is the number here. Or we can also have this as times 1. It is the same thing. Because here the numbers are real close by. So we're not adding, we are not subtracting, and we're not dividing. We are multiplying, guys. So we are going to multiply negative 2 by these numbers. So let's do the first one together. So it's negative 2 times 1. So times 1 equals negative 2. Does that match the input and output table? Does it say that for week 1 he lost 2 pounds? Yes, it does, boys. So we're going to put yes, because it does match it. Now for the next one, negative 2 times 2. So let's do it again. We're going to put negative 2 times 2 equals negative 4. Is that the same as this? Yes, it gave us the same number. So then we are going to put yes, because it is the same number. Here we're going to highlight yes. And now for our last question, guys. -2 times 3. So let's do it again. See if this is, maybe this could be our equation. So we're going to do -2 times 3. And it gives us -6. Is this the same as how we have it in the input and output table? Yes, good job. So here it is yes. So now they're asking, is -y equals -2x the correct equation? So is this equation giving us the same answers as the answers we have in our table? Yes, good job. So then here, back to our question, can this be our equation? Can this help us solve for what we have in the input and output table for Xavier's weight loss? Yes, boys and girls, you're correct. Awesome. So I'm going to put an X. You can put a check mark. Anything that indicates that this is our equation. Equation number 2 is the equation that we use for the input and output table and the line graph we were graphing. So now here it says step 9. We're just going to write what it says right here. So we're going to put -y equals -2x. This is just telling us that this is the equation we should use to continue figuring out the weight loss graph right here. That if we continue to use it, it's going to continue to give us the answers. And now we are almost done, guys. So here it is asking, how many weeks will it take Xavier to lose 10 pounds? So we still need to know how many weeks will it take him to lose 10 pounds, because when we did it over here, it did not give us the 20 pounds. It did not give us the weeks that he needs in order to lose the 20 pounds. So we need to figure it out. So here, guys, what we're going to put is how many weeks will it take for Xavier to lose. Guys, here it says 10 pounds, but no, this should be... Okay, so here, let's start off here, and then we'll work our way down. So here, guys, it just says we're going to put the equation that we used over here. So what is our equation? This is our equation. So we're going to do -y equals -2x. So here we're going to do -y equals -2x. This is the equation that we're going to use. Now here it says at the output value, which is -y, which means the pounds to lose. So here is how many pounds he wants to lose. So here in the question, they're asking us that he wants to lose 10 pounds. So let's highlight that. 10 pounds. So here they want the value of y. So if he wants to lose 10 pounds, what do you think is going to go here? The 10. However, remember, the y here has a negative. So we always keep it the same. Negative, and then how many pounds do they want to know? For 10 pounds. And then here it's the same thing. -2, this does not change. And then we bring down again the x. And now we're going to solve, guys. So here, we're going to do it again. We're going to put negative 10 equals negative 2x. And so we can find out the answer right here. We need to get rid of this negative 2 right here. And in order to get rid of it, we need to divide by it. So negative 2, we're going to put another negative 2 over here. Because these two are the same. And when they're the same, they cancel each other out. But if we put it right here, that means we have to put the same thing over here, which we were going to put another negative 2. So now here, boys, this cancels out. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 0. So we don't have to worry about this anymore. So now we only stay with x equals negative 10 divided by negative 2. So now we have to figure out what is negative 10 divided by negative 2. So let's put right here. Negative 10, and we are dividing it by negative 2. And our answer is 5. So here our answer is 5. And then the x right here, we bring it down because these already canceled. These are gone. So we only stay with this. So now they're telling us that x equals 5. So x is the number of weeks because y is the number of pounds. So the number of weeks right here, how many weeks did it take Xavier to lose 10 pounds? So how many did it take Xavier to lose 10 pounds? 5 weeks. And boys, if we were to look back over here at the top, it would tell us that in 5 weeks, he lost 10 pounds. So does it match what we have right here? Yes, boys, it does. So now here, guys, we solved for 10 weeks, right? I mean for 10 pounds. Now over here, we're going to figure out for 20 pounds. We're going to do the exact same thing we did here. But now, instead of 10, we're going to do 20. So here, we're going to put the same thing. Negative y equals negative 2x. Because that's our equation. Our equation hasn't changed. We're still using the same equation right here that we chose was correct. Now here, we're just going to do the same thing that we did over there. So we're going to substitute the y for the pounds that he lost. So here, it's 20 pounds. So remember, if it has a negative over here, we're going to bring it down the negative as well. So negative, and how many pounds are we looking for? 20. And then you bring down what's here too. Negative 2x. And here, we write the same thing. It's the same equation we did right here. So the equation is negative 20 equals negative 2x. And then we bring down what goes right here, which is negative 2. And if we put a negative 2 here, what do we put over here? Yes, boys, the same thing, negative 2. Remember, these two are the same, so they cancel each other out. So you are left with x equals negative 20 divided by 2. Solve for it. Tell me what is negative 20 divided by negative 2. So here I calculated and it says negative 20 divided by negative 2 equals 10. So here we would put negative 10 and the x. And it is just telling us that in